Hello, welcome to Family Therapy Podcast. My name is George Chacha. Turning point in your life. Turning point in your life. You have worn the boxing gloves for far too long. It is time to take them off and put on the wedding ring. You have worn the swimming costume for far too long. It is time to take it off and put on your wedding gown. You have fought for far too long. It is time to come out of the ring and head to the shower. Friend, I want to take us back to the point in time, those initial years when we dreamt of having a partner, when we felt like we were expiring as age was catching up with us. I want to take us to that point in time when we looked all around us and saw our friends, our colleagues, our age mates, all of them having gotten a partner, and we felt like we were out of place and felt that we were left behind. Friend, that is the point where we start identifying our turning point. That is the point where we first identified our very turning point. When we made resolutions, when we painted the picture of the marriage that we were going to have, when we even envisaged the number of children, the type of children, the life that we were going to give to our children, the standard of living that we were going to put our families. The families gave us the reason to live. They gave us the reason to make a living. Our families then were the driving force. They were the charger, they were the booster, they were the turbo engine in our lives. Friends, that is the turning point. And as I talk about our turning point in lives, I'm saying that we have done the same things over and over, and it is time for us to change. It is time for us to turn around. It is our turning point, and every human being has his or her turning points. You have your turning point, and you have reached that turning point. Turn around and go back to your initial turning point. There are magical words, words that bind marriages, words that bind partners, words that fertilize any given relationship. The words have been missing for far too long. This is the turning point. Locate the words. You know exactly what to say. You haven't appreciated your partner for far too long. You haven't complimented your partner for far too long. You have not recognized the effort of your partner for far too long. You have not recognized the positivity in your partner and your children for far too long. This is the turning point. Let us embrace this turning point. This is the moment, the point at which we must say those compliments, those appreciation for the many times that our partners have done good to the family, for the many times that our partners have lived to the occasion, yet because we didn't want, or maybe out of ego, out of our self-complacency, we found it difficult to express the situation, to express the good things. Sometimes we have even found ourselves afraid to say the good words because we just want to hurt our partner. This is the turning point. Don't lose the marriage. Don't lose your marriage. Hold it there. Let this be the turning point in our lives. Let us reached our turning point in our marriages. We have reached our turning point in our families. We have done things over and over the same way, expecting different results. It is time for us to do things. It is time for us to do things differently. Then we will get different results. People come to a retirement age. People come to a point where they have to retire. Even stars Those they say those starrings, the great men who have dominated the film industry for decades, the likes of Rambo, the likes of Schwarzenegger, the likes of Charles Bronson, among others. There came a time in their lives when they had to retire. It is time for you and me to retire. This is our turning point. We are called upon to also retire. We are called upon to also desist from what we have done over the decades, over the ages, for a positive, different results. Friend, end it today. End it now. Take up your turning point. Give yourself the identity that measures to your life. Give to yourself the very dream that you had at the inception of your family, at the inception of your marriage. It is our turning point, and we can make this day our turning point. And it all begins when we realize that we have done the same thing the same way over and over with no different results, and every other single day it is more painful than yesterday. It is our turning point, and we have to turn around today. It is our turning point. We are going to go home after we have picked our turning point from where we left it. And the turning point entails us saying the things that we have never said before, doing the things that we have not done for far too long, that when we get home, the first thing to say is, I am sorry. The first thing to say to our spouse, the first thing to say to our partner is, I am sorry. I am transformed. I apologize for the years, for the time and the duration that I have wasted in our lives, in our marriage. By and large, it is us men who pull down our homes. We construct homes. As men, we construct homes. But our women and our children build and maintain our homes. It is time for us now to join our families and build and maintain our homes. And it all begins by humbling ourselves in our marriage. It is our turning point, and that means that we put aside our ego. We put aside our male chauvinism. We pick up a whole new moment, a whole new identity of us. Humble man, courageous enough to say that it is not enough to be a man, but it is enough to be a husband and at the same time a man. It is our turning point. It is our turning point when we are called upon to take with us all the kind words that we have uttered out there, all those good gestures, the good compliments that we have uttered out there. This is our turning point to take them home. That those very words, those very gestures, that love, that respect, that time that we have spent out there, today is our turning point, and we are called upon to take it home. We are called upon to take it right where it belongs, where it is supposed to be. This is our turning point, and we have to embrace this turning point. We have to do things differently. It is time for us to shower our families with the things that we have not showered them for far too long. This is our turning point, and we must embrace this turning point, because like wind, this turning point is passing by. Unless we embrace it, unless we capture it and keep it under, it is going to be blown away. This is our turning point, to shave and clean up for a new dawn in our family. Shave and clean up your habits, your character, the things that hitherto you have done with the view of luxury and selfishness, with no consideration of your partner, with no consideration of your family. This is the time. Shave and clean up. It is our turning point. This message is strong to those who are in marriage. You are in a marriage and it's like you are giving up, and today I'm calling upon you, do not give up, because if you really identify your turning point, then all shall be well. You have come to that point whereby you feel like it is over, it cannot work, it is not. If you feel you are at that point, life is painful, you are living in a marriage that is paining every other moment, this is your turning point, and you can make it your turning point. And I'm taking you back to that point in time, to that moment in your life when you identified the turning point, when you ceased being single and chose to have a partner. Let this be your turning point once more. Take up your strength, collect your dream, and build it to what it initially was. By and large, it is us men who break our families. By and large, it is our ego, our male chauvinism that has made our marriage be where it is. By and large, it is men who seem to apply a formula on the wrong sum. We have used same formula for different problems. The formula for finding the area of a circle is different from the area for finding the perimeter of a circle. Yet we have used one formula for both the area and the circumference of a circle. And that is the reason why we are constantly getting it wrong. Viewer, before I proceed, I ask you to do 4 things. 1, share this clip with other families that could be going through similar situation. 2, click the subscribe button. 3, click the bell so that you may always know when a new episode has come online. And 4, click the like button. Come on, man. We all have a turning point. Pick up your turning point. Act differently, because it is your turning point.